Rice Chex.
I'm rice checking out. I don't like the texture. To me,
Really,
I hate
that's the one
texture.
thing that I'm okay with.
Wait, you're not recording right now.
Yes, I am. No, I am. We're good.
God damn it, Tyler. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? It's your favorite dynamic duo, me and him.
That would be me. Well, I'm him in that scenario. Technically,
And that's
you're
me.
me. Yeah, you're me. I'm him.
We got this. Neon Valley Podcast. Welcome for
Yes.
another wonderful week of fantastic topics. And today is a very special episode. This is the cereal episode where we're ranking the best cereals. And this is also the definitive list. Like this isn't like opinionated.
Oh, no,
this is just correct.
Thanks everyone for joining us here. Remember to join our subreddit as well as our Discord. Make sure to check out Patreon if you'd like to support us. So we are here to do a cereal list. Happy Monday, everybody. Hopefully you're listening to this bright and early. You're having a nice bowl of delicious smacks. You know, honey smacks. It's probably your favorite because you're weird. We are going to go down this list of near 60, and by near 60, I mean exactly 60 cereals.
Nice. I think that couldn't have gone any smoother.
We have S through F tier. We also have a never had section. I added that on myself because there's probably going to be quite a few on here that we've never had. Yeah, we're human. There's 60 cereals. That's too much. So eyeing this list though, I think I've had most.
Yeah, I think there's only like one I've come across that I'm not familiar with.
Yeah, there's a couple that pop out, but and Joseph, zoom in on pops when I say that.
And they're spanning a pretty decent timeline, I would say.
Yeah, I'm loving the box art of cereals are so colorful and beautiful.
I wish if you like put all the boxes of cereals together, there's like a secret message. It's probably just from all the fucking movies we've watched.
Yeah, you mean Under the Silver Lake?
yeah, it's like, wait a minute.
There's something there. All right, let's just jump into this. Our first one, I believe these are in alphabetical order, so that's why they're listed this way. We have Apple Jacks. Where do we land?
I would say top of B, bottom of A, because
okay.
it's a cereal that I will buy. And unlike some cereals where it's like really bland and then we have like marshmallows or candy or whatever nonsense. Like we're like we have two things in here and they both taste good. So I'm gonna say A. What are your thoughts?
Do the two things actually taste different though? I thought it's one of those kind of Froot Loops situations where they all taste the same.
Cinnamon.
But I think
I know that they have cinnamon on them, but I don't know if now you're making me.
It looks like my light is affecting your light right now. That was really weird. Sorry, like my light. Oh my God, wait, dude, they're like matched in color. Hold on, this is blowing my fucking mind right now. Hold on. Are you seeing this? If it goes to purple on mine, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Oh, okay, no, it went to blue. Okay, it went to blue. Oh, all right. You know, okay, I think I agree with you. They're almost A tier. The reason I don't give them A tier is because they are a cereal that does get soggy hella quick. So that puts it at a high B for me. So if you're okay with that.
So we'll put it at the front of B for now.
Yeah, okay. All right, next we have Boo Berry. So this is like the Halloween themed, really only comes out during October. I believe it's blueberry and marshmallow. I've only had it maybe once or twice. It's pretty good. It's just not my cup of tea.
Yeah, and it's a seasonal one, so it's not like, hey, this is a long-standing. We're selling it every day.
But sometimes that makes it good. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you can only get this at a certain time. You know, like the McRib.
But then,
I don't
is
really
it
like
good,
McRib.
or is it just exclusivity?
Yeah,
exclusivity.
But sometimes that makes things better. You know, I kind of like them, but not in this scenario. I'll agree with you. I don't think that makes Boo Berry better.
I would say either C or B. Where are you leaning?
I'll land on C because I think there's going to be cereals in this we like a lot more. And C kind of sounds like we don't like it, but I don't think that's true. I think C is kind of like mid. It's like it's
cereal.
Good.
This is a cereal. We will eat it.
Now, I will say there is one on here that I do not see actually, that they just recently added as part of this horror group. It's called Carmella Creeper, and it's a caramel apple cereal.
Oh,
it's good.
I think I saw an advertisement for it, so I haven't tried that. So I will defer to you as someone who.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
Joseph, you can pretend Photoshop it in or something if you want. Carmella Creeper, I'd give that like a high B, low A. You know, and I'm gonna give it an A for girl power because the reason they did it is because they realized they didn't have any female monster leads, and they were like, "Oh fuck." I guess Blueberry C. We agree on C.
Yeah, Blueberry C.
By the way, a minute ago when I said it's not my cup of tea, and then you said, "Yeah, it's also." I thought you were gonna say, "Yeah, it's also cereal."
That I should have. That would
yeah,
be way
okay.
funnier than whatever I said.
All right, so next up we have Cap'n Crunch. Original, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Man, I'm gonna say A. Captain Crunch.
At the original though, with no berries.
Like it's gonna be probably at the end of my favorites, but it is still tastes high quality.
I don't know why, but something about seeing a Cap'n Crunch commercial in between SpongeBob, that's life, baby. That's life.
It just made sense.
Throw on some Blink-182.
I'm thinking
we're
this goes in A. Like if I'm being honest.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you have it. I think
You want this one to be B?
I would put it in B, but it is good enough for me to let your opinion override it up to A, if that makes sense. Because I have a feeling I'm going to have ones on here that you will not agree with that I'm going to want to put in A.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? So I'm throwing.
Because the other thing I could agree with is because there's other Captain Crunch that I probably do like more.
Yeah,
at least I would say the front of B. Like this is like the top of the B tier.
We reserve our right to change any of these. By the end. So for now, I'm putting it in A. Yeah.
Oh, you're putting it in A for now? Yeah. Okay. If A starts to get crowded, I'll bump that down to B. I'm good with that.
Okay. Next up, we have Crunch Berries.
I mean, that's.
I mean, it's got to be an A if Captain Crunch is an A.
Yeah,
right?
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is something that if I had to move the other Captain Crunch down to B, I would be willing to because I know that Crunch Berries is the perfect combination. Right?
It really is.
You're getting both.
It really is good. Which there is one coming up that I don't know, we might disagree on, but we'll see. All right, so next we actually have one I've never had. It's the sprinkled donut crunch.
Man.
Man. You've had this.
Oh man, okay.
You have a relationship with this.
When I was in the dorms living with our friend Adam.
How old are these?
Old enough for like again, me and Adam went into the dorms together in our junior year.
Yeah.
But we bought this cereal religiously.
Wow.
Now, I would like to bring up he eats his cereal. Oh no, I think I mentioned it in the last episode where he has it in a glass of milk and then the bowl of cereal and he eats them
like
separately.
Get Out. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. But when I say, like up until this point, this is my S.
Oh, wow. Wait, up until this? Oh, you mean so far? This is your S.
The reason why it's going in S is there's another one that I keep going back and forth with. But when I was in the dorms, I had access to this other cereal, and I still only bought this cereal.
So is this like? Does it taste like a pink sprinkled donut?
It tastes like me and Adam both agreed. We're like, this tastes like a donut.
Oh wow.
Like,
okay, I've never had it. I got to defer to you for. I'll allow it. I mean, S all day. Oops, all berries. All right, trash. I'm sorry. These are like a D. I just am missing that balance factor of the original Captain Crunch.
Okay.
They're too sweet. It's just like it's like all marshmallows for a
yeah.
like
it
Lucky
is.
Charms.
It is super sweet. Okay, I will. You've been gracious. I will let us put this in A. Okay, I don't mind it being at the bottom of C. I will eat these.
Yes, same.
But I definitely hear what you're saying. Like, this is the sweetest of all the Captain Crunch.
Yeah, and for that reason, so peanut butter Captain Crunch might be S tier for me. I'm just going to be completely honest.
Really?
I'm a bit nostalgic for it. I don't know if I like it as much now, but I cannot get rid of how strongly I feel about this cereal. I remember being very disappointed because the boxes are so similar. Joe, it's weird calling him Joe. I don't think he'd like that. I don't even think he'll do. I don't even think he'll do what I want him to do if I call him that. That's weird.
You've never called him that before.
No. Joe, zoom in on both the Captain Crunch and the Peanut Butter Captain Crunch. They're very similar, okay? And growing up, I would be over friends' houses and I'd be like, oh, fuck yeah, they got Peanut Butter Captain Crunch. And then I would be disappointed that it was original Captain Crunch. And while that is a personal take, I'd let you put donuts in S.
That's fair. You know what? I was gonna say I would have put it at either front of C or bottom of B, but it has more to do with like I'm not the biggest solo peanut butter person. When it's mixed with stuff, I like it. But even then, I was still eating a bowl of it for breakfast when we had it. So it's something I ate, but
what
that's
a curious thing. So I'm just thinking about the fact that you don't like chocolate by itself and you don't like peanut butter by itself, but I know that you do like chocolate peanut butter things.
Bro, I will fuck up a Reese's.
Makes no sense.
I don't get it.
That makes no sense.
I hate chocolate milk. Like chocolate milk is gross to me, but I love hot chocolate.
I don't get it.
I don't like mint. I think you know this. Like when I get like gum, it's always fruit flavored. It's something sweet, candy
which in
flavored.
my opinion defeats the purpose of gum. But continue.
I like Andy's mints. I like mint chocolate chip ice cream. I don't know why.
You have the most conflicted palate in the history.
I'm very concerned.
All right, so for peanut butter Captain Crunch, it's going in S, baby. Yes. I'll let your sprinkles go closer to the end, but honestly, I think once they're up in S, it doesn't even matter. Like that's the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
I'm not even considering what's closest to the top. You know what I mean? Unless we agree on it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But the box aesthetics for Captain Crunch, I think, is just so perfect.
I love it how this is we have a fucking quadrinity, holding up the fucking S and A over here, just all Captain Crunch. That's amazing. Okay, we got to move this along here. We got a bunch left.
Regular Cheerios. D.
See, all right. I'll meet you in the middle at C because I think that a bowl of Cheerios with just a tiny spoonful of sugar is fucking delightful, bro. But
if you have to add the sugar.
No, but that's not. It doesn't matter though. That's like saying with coffee. You know, it's like sometimes that's the point of it. You know, but it's like I would never add sugar to any other cereal. I will make that very clear because most of them have too much sugar already.
I would say you'll have a heart attack.
Which, for example, Frosted Cheerios are coming up, which is basically what I am creating out of regular Cheerios, which is why I will allow it to move down. But I think they're great. I think they're a nice little simple breakfast. You know what I'm saying? But we'll put it at the end of C. We actually have no D's or F's yet. That's crazy.
We're about to get there. Again, I don't like chocolate. Chocolate Cheerios is not going to be high on the list. Cheerios wasn't high on my list.
You know what? I will agree with you because it's not even very good chocolate. Yeah, it's kind of not based. So let's just drop that boy in D. I don't think it deserves F. It's still a hearty breakfast for somebody out there who wants to feel healthy but still likes chocolate, and that's fine. Here we are, Frosted Cheerios. I think these are fire.
I'm good with A. Like these, like Frosted Cheerios, they be hitting.
Yeah. Now, better or worse than Captain Crunch?
I prefer Captain Crunch.
Can I say I think that they're better than original Captain Crunch, but worse than the Crunch Berries?
I'll allow it.
Will you? Okay. All right.
Yep.
Cool. Again, the order that they are within their tier doesn't matter that much. That's more of a
again, we're saying
personal thing.
We are both agreeing this is a really good cereal.
Yeah. So again, the letter they're on is objective. There is no arguing that. But the order that they're in that letter, that's up to you guys. You figure that out.
Dance around with it. You know, we're not going to tell you how to live your lives.
No. Rice Chex.
I'm rice checking out. I don't like the texture. To me,
that's the one thing that I'm okay with. It's like
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't mind it because again, somehow they stay very crispy. No matter how long they sit in that cereal, it's like you take a spoonful or that milk, take a spoonful, it's like
No matter how long they sit in that cereal.
no matter how long. Yeah, I mean, I will admit though, they're so bland. I'm okay with either lowest C or D. D is fine. Were you gonna say F?
Okay.
Because if you were gonna say F,
No, I was probably gonna say because it's not like revolting. Like if I
yeah.
was starving to death and they're like, "Listen, this is all we have. We're gonna get food in an hour. This will hold you off." I'd be like, actually, no, I don't think I would take it.
You just crawl by. There's a coconut
Yeah.
around here somewhere, I bet.
But no, that's fine. That can go in. That can go in D. I'll put it in
Alright.
front of chocolate Cheerios because it's not chocolate.
All right, fair enough. Blueberry Chex. I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever had them.
Same. I have not. Do we want to put those in?
I was just going to put them in never had. So next on our list, we have Chex Cinnamon. I have had this growing up. It's like a little better than regular Chex, but it's just like pretty basic.
Yeah, that's one thing I was gonna say is I've never had it, but cinnamon things typically taste really good in the cereal. So I figured if anything, it's like with the frosted Cheerios, it would only be a step up from wherever. So if you want to put that in C,
Yeah. We might move
Okay.
it down later if C gets real crowded,
okay,
but for now, it's a good cereal. All right, Chips Ahoy. Wait,
all
Chips
right. There's
Ahoy.
a
Wait,
corner. Oh wait.
these are
Yeah, I
not
think
what
we
we're
were both
thinking.
thinking.
Yeah, these are not what we're thinking. I don't.
Whoa, but we both were thinking the same thing.
So these are
We were
not
both thinking
Cookie
Cookie
Crisp. Yeah, I don't think I've
That's
had
hilarious.
Chips Ahoy's. Maybe these are good.
I have not either. I imagine it would be similar to Cookie Crisp.
But we can't give away our opinions on Cookie Crisps on Chips Ahoy. So I think
Yeah,
we just
so
got to go
I
never had. We got to go
never
never
have,
had.
yeah, because I haven't had that.
Cinnabon, I have had these once. They're okay. It's
I like them.
Yeah. They're pretty good.
I'd put them in B.
Yeah, okay. I'll allow that. Below Apple Jacks.
Below Apple Jacks.
All right. And I guess I should scroll up so we can see the full list. I just want to make sure people got a view of what's up next. All right, next is Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I would kind of lean in B tier. Like it's not bad. but
Really, that
compared to
low?
what's in
I'm surprised.
like it would be at it might be at the front of B tier.
I was gonna put this in A easily. Like this
A?
is like a top tier cereal in my opinion. Like it never doesn't
Yeah.
hit, And then the milk afterwards. I'm not a milk drinker. I hate milk, but I will sip that milk after some cinnamon toast crunch.
Okay, I'm willing to put it in A.
I will sip the
'cause
teat of the
do
cinnamon
really
toast
like
crunch
it.
mother. Do you understand what I'm saying?
CTC baby.
CTC. All right, yeah, let's go A. I'll put it below Cap'n Crunch. I'll allow that. That's fine.
Okay, but I agree. It does deserve to be an A. It's got a good aroma. Ooh, next one we're gonna have to defer to you, my friend. My sister loved the cereal though.
Out of all the chocolate cereals, this is probably one of the most fuego. It is so good. It has the right chocolate flavor. Now this is the Neon Valley list, so I understand that while we will defer to each other for most things, I will respect that you do not like chocolate. So while I would put this in A, I'm going to level out the playing field a little bit and throw it into B, but I'm going to put it above
the thing.
Apple Jacks.
Do you think overall, because this is the definitive tier list, it is an A level? Because chocolate's one of those things. I'm not saying it's a bad quality cereal.
No,
it's just not my favorite palate.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. You're saying that if you like chocolate, is this still an A tier cereal? You're defending it in a way. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, in a way, like I don't want to shoot it down just because like I personally don't like chocolate.
All right, you know what? You actually sold me.
Unfair.
You actually sold me. What bottom of A? We'll put it on the bottom of A.
F.
Next up on the docket, Cookie Crisps. We're finally here.
A.
Have you had them? When's the last time you've had a bowl of these bad boys? Yep, I knew it.
Probably before high school.
Dude, they are
like maybe in high school. I don't know.
Cardboard trash. Dude, I don't know what happened. Maybe they did, but I had such a fond memory of this cereal.
Like they were like mini little cookies. Like here's how I know. it had chocolate in it, and I still enjoyed it.
Dude,
Like that's
I don't know what they did, but and I thought I was crazy, but if you look it up online, there are like thousands of people who say the same thing. They're just like, what the fuck happened to Cookie Crisps? They're awful. So off of nostalgia, I do think A or B, but I've had a bowl in the last like 2 years. Dude, I threw out the box. Like they were literally inedible. And so I don't know. It shoots it down to at least like a C, I think.
yeah. If we were judging the OG ones, I would say A, but
Yeah, I don't know. I'm telling you, that's why I was
I'll
curious.
trust you on that.
Yeah, that's why I
Bottom
had
of
to
C
ask.
or
Yeah, because I'm telling
Really?
you.
Okay.
If again, maybe one day we can do this in person and actually have the cereals, and maybe we'll get a better
We'll
idea.
revisit this list. So
Yeah.
we'll do a quick tasting and then say, do we want to change our list based on this?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, we'll get like a printout of this and like be like, all right, move that one. All right, so
Like
next
it.
up is original cornflakes.
F.
F? All right, I don't know F. I'll say I'll allow
It's just
D.
bland.
I guess, yeah.
D. Okay.
I think D's even pretty harsh.
If you want to put it in the front of D, I'll allow it. It's just I get no flavor from it.
Yeah,
Like this
and
is a cereal for you're gonna add in bananas and strawberries and put sugar on top.
but is that terrible? Having a base, like a good base of crunch, just to add things to? It's kind of like oatmeal, right? It's like the cereal equivalent of oatmeal. It's like, hey, just add whatever you want on top of this nothing. You know, and there's something to that.
But we're not rating the strawberries and the bananas. We're rating the cereal.
No, I get that, but you wouldn't say oatmeal is bad, right? Like oatmeal is like just because you have to
I
add
like
things to
oatmeal.
oatmeal. Exactly. So it's
But
like
I like it with adding stuff to it. Like I don't like. Oh man, I would just like a bowl of plain oatmeal.
exactly. But you wouldn't say oatmeal is bad. So that's why I'm defending cornflakes a little bit. I'm just saying that they're not bad. They're just like the base of something to add more to. Uh, I was gonna say that the ethical reason in which they were made is more of my problem. The whole keeping people from masturbating because the blandness of them was supposed to like reinforce a boring
Oh my
life.
God, I feel like feel like I've heard that before.
Yeah, that's a real thing. Google it. Joseph, put up a little excerpt. All right, next up, Pops. I love Pops. They have a very specific flavor that I can't define, really.
Is it? It tastes kind of like corn,
It's like honey
like
corn.
sweet. Yeah, like sweet corn. Okay. There's been times I've had it and been like, it's not bad, but I'd say 60 to 70% of the time I'm like, I wish I had a different cereal.
That's
But
fair.
I'll defer more to you on this one because I think you've probably had it more than I have.
I think I might be remembering wrong, but I think there's a better version of Pops on this list they're
Oh.
basically Pops, but not, and they were better growing up. I don't know though. Let me check. Yep. Yeah, they are on this list. So I think
Okay.
we'll say Pops. I'm gonna say B.
B?
Like low
Okay.
B. Lowest B.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
Okay. Oh man, though. See, I'm already see. This is the problem with these lists, though, is I'm already questioning my decisions here because Blueberry below Pops doesn't feel right. That like, even Oops
Do you
All
wanna
Berry below
swap those
Pops.
two? Yeah, no, I kind of agree. I think Oats All Berry should be above Pops. Do we move Pops to C or do we move those ones just in front of it?
All right, I think Oops All Berries should go in front of Pops. We're gonna keep Blueberry where it is for now because again, it's seasonal. It's a little boring. So yeah, but Oops All Berries, that felt wrong. Being
Yeah.
behind
I think
Pops.
once we saw more cereals around it, we're like, okay, that doesn't
Yeah.
make sense to be there. Yeah.
Again, we have the right to change. Okay, next up, Count Chocula. Again, I'm assuming you haven't had this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Out of the chocolate cereals, it's actually pretty boring. It's not that great. The chocolate tastes weird. It's not that good. So honestly, like, I might go D. I think like bottom of D, if I'm being honest.
Bottom
yeah.
okay.
Because that's the problem with chocolate cereal is that if you don't do it right, it's terrible. It can be really good for people who like chocolate, but yeah, no. So next up, Cracklin Pops. I actually Is this just Pop cereal? Like Snap Crackle Pop?
Cracklin Oat Bran?
Oh, sorry, I'm reading the wrong thing. Yeah,
I
oh,
was like, what are
Cracklin
you
Oat Bran.
talking about?
Whoops. So yeah, okay, Cracklin Oat Bran. I can't remember if I've
I
had
don't
this.
think I've ever had it. No. But I'm not going to lie, that looks terrible.
It looks... Yeah, it looks really bad. Okay, it's not what I thought it was. Yeah, I'm going to put it in never had, but it looks pretty...
Honorable mention for F.
It looks like gerbil food. Like, just straight up.
Shout out gerbils.
All right, next up we have Eggo cereal. This shit's fire.
I was going to say, this is... I think this
is
has
like
to
might
be
be-
A.
I was going to say S, dude, because like of all the cereals that try to mimic something, usually you go into it like, yeah, okay, Eggo cereal. But it is so fucking good that it's like gets that syrup flavor, bro. I think this is S in my opinion. Like, because I'm down to have quite a few S's. I don't care. We could be liberal with our S's this episode. This is cereal.
Do you
bro.
want it? Do you want this? You know what? I think I can agree to that. Okay, this is S tier. I would say above peanut butter crunch. What do you think? Do you think peanut butter crunch is better?
I'll allow it.
Okay.
I think my nostalgia wants to put peanut butter crunch over Eggos, but having had them recently, that Eggo cereal is so good.
Yeah, they got the maple syrup on lock.
It's ungodly good. So next up we have Franken Berry, another one of the seasonal boys.
My dad every year buys me and my sisters Blueberry, Frankenberry, and Count Chocula. And Frankenberry is the one that I always get. So it's funny. The nostalgia is way stronger than me being like, oh, I love this. It's just more of like, I really like the tradition like we've had ever since we were kids.
I think it's the best out of the three.
Yeah, I do. I like the strawberry flavor. I would put it in
Like
B.
low B? Yeah, like below Pops.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
I'll allow that. Again, I'm going to ding it a little bit because it's seasonal. I honestly think this would be a normal cereal I'd have if it was out, right? Because there aren't many strawberry cereals.
No,
So-
but it's still mellow. It's not like a super sweet, like you're
Yeah.
just eating candy.
It's like, guys, you found a lane, fucking stay in it. You only release it for like 2 months out of the year. What the fuck's your problem? I'm talking directly to you, General Mills. I was trying to read which company it was. So, all right, next up is French Toast Crunch.
S.
Whoa!
Oh my.
Okay,
I'm not gonna lie.
I'll allow it.
I might like this more than Eggo.
Oh,
So this is the one
they,
that
they
I was
are
having.
like they're back and forth for me. They
I
are
was
very
having
similar.
the debate with myself between this and the Captain Crunch donut. To be honest,
Really?
like
Okay.
I love because it's got the syrup, but it also has a buttery taste to it.
So, oh, that's true. But so does the Eggo a little bit. In my opinion, it has that kind of. Okay, so hear me out.
Okay.
No, stop it.
We
Why are you editing?
gotta bring
There we go.
balance to the force.
Yeah, I think to be fair, I let you push peanut butter down to the bottom of S. So I think Eggo should go above French toast, but above peanut butter. And your sprinkle
Okay.
is still at the very top.
Okay, I'll allow that.
Now, again, for my own sanity, the order of these doesn't matter once they're in the tier list. Because I've
Yeah.
never even had the sprinkle one. So seeing it at the top of the top, I'm
we
just
know who's
like, I've
getting AI
never even
right?
had. What the hell's happening? Oh, hold on.
I think
There's
I'd
like
be willing-
wait. It's like an ad playing or something. It's just fucking Queen just started playing out of nowhere. It's just like another one, ride the bus. What were you gonna say before
Okay,
Freddie
what I'm
Mercury interrupted you?
Willing to do, since this is the Neon Valley podcast official, right? I'm willing to put it at the bottom of S because both of us haven't had it. I almost feel like for it to be 100% official, like to be the best in that lane, both of us have to have had it for it to be
Okay.
the Neon Valley.
All right, if you're willing to do that, I'll put it above peanut butter. But like so third on the S tier list. You want to do that?
Oh, okay.
So Eggo, French toast, sprinkle donut.
Yeah.
I'm actually not surprised. I forgot Eggo was on here. That is the sleeper. That is the sleeper hit.
Dude, that and French toast. Like when we do the taste test, the middle portion might change a little more, But those two, I think we might. It's hard to do a blind taste test though because they're different shapes.
Oh, we can't do a blind. I don't. You're saying like if we needed to choose, it would already be too late. Yeah, we would just have to be honest with ourselves. You know, maybe do
Yeah.
like a palate cleanser, have a Sprite. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
That'd be one expensive fucking episode. So
Oh, fuck, I didn't think about that.
60 boxes of cereal, $3 a piece. Talking like $180 for just for cereal.
Content. No. Ooh. Okay. We have another OG. We got Froot Loops.
Okay. I actually don't love Froot Loops, but I don't hate Froot Loops.
I like Froot Loops.
Yeah. You know what? I'm sorry, but do you know what broke my perception of them? I used to love them.
What? Oh, that they're all just lemon flavored.
It's just lemon cereal. The second I realized that, it fucked me up. I was like, I don't know what tricked my brain into thinking I was tasting different fruit. But the second it was just lemon.
Okay.
Because would you ever buy lemon cereal?
I mean, maybe now I would.
Maybe.
But beforehand, like if you would have asked me before I knew that was a lemon cereal, I would have been like, not exclusively.
Wait, okay. Now I'm realizing, do we have a market that we could slide into? A frosted lemon cereal sounds really fucking good.
Ooh, that this is our legal ownership.
Yeah, we are. Joseph,
lemon frosted
bleep
cereal.
that out. Bleep that out too.
yes, bleep that out. But just so you know, when we release our cereal, we figured it out.
Yeah, we're geniuses. The Neon Valley lemon frosted cereal. Oh, God.
The Neon Valley Breakfast Club.
Oh, you could sign up, get a free box of cereal. All right, so where do we land on Froot Loops?
Okay, so this is the question I think will determine it. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
Would you rather have a bowl of Froot Loops or a bowl of Pops?
Ooh.
Right?
Nine times out of 10, I think personally Pops.
Really? I would lean Froot Loops.
Okay.
But I'm willing to put it after Pops.
Okay. We might come back to this.
Okay.
You know.
But that feels like a good spot for it.
I agree. Because it's definitely better than Cheerios and Boo Berry, I think.
Yeah.
So next up, Frosted Flakes. These are pretty fire. Yeah, it's funny, me and Audrey have a very similar experience with these. I'll allow A, but the reason I want to put it lower is that our dads exclusively bought this cereal and would force it upon us when we were younger. And it made me kind of hate it after a while because I had it so much where I was
dude.
like,
whenever I was eating this, it was like 4 to 5 bowls I was putting down. I loved Frosted Flakes.
It started off that way, but yeah, by like the second year, my dad was like, "Oh, this is like the only cereal you love, right?" I was like, "No, please, for the love of God, something else." I think the ads tricked him because I was like a sports kid. It was like, "Oh,
he's like, this is what the athletes want, sugar."
Perfect. All right, yeah, I'll agree on lowest of A. I think that's
lowest
fair.
of A. Okay.
All right. What's up next?
Frosted mini wheats.
Ooh.
I didn't like the texture.
I fucking love these, dude. I just remembered how much I love these. But you do have to get it with the frosting on, like, because they do have some pieces in the box that do not have the frosting on it, and that's a fucking no-no. You don't, you know, I don't know if the machine didn't hit them right or something. But then you have some pieces that are like double frosted, and oh my God, they're so good. Like, you know what the superior version of these are? And I don't see them on here. There's like an even smaller version now, I think. So they're not like they're not frosted mini wheats. They're like frosted mini wheats or something. But there's like more frosting per bite. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, okay.
So I like those more. But all right. So where would you put these personally? Because I gotta bounce off of you.
I will give them C because they do have ones that have the frosting on it, and that part tastes nice. But the texture kind of gets me a little bit.
Okay. Are you willing to put this in bottom of B to meet in the middle? Because I do love these. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Well, we still have no Fs. This is fucking insane. Cereal is just as good, I guess. All right, next up is Golden Graham. Or I'm sorry, Golden Crisp. Yeah, those are up next. Golden Crisp.
I don't. I know I had these once as a kid, and for some reason I thought I hated them. But to this day, I couldn't tell you what the flavor is. I don't know if it's like a honey graham.
It's kind of like a honey smack. I don't see those on this list here, but do you remember those? It's like got the frog on the.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
don't
logo,
think
I
I
believe.
like those either.
They're not great, but if I remember correctly, these used to be called sugar crisps. And then marketing was like, hey, maybe we shouldn't put sugar in the name.
Yeah.
So they changed it to Golden Crisp. Uh,
If you like it, I'll defer to you because I can't
I don't
remember
love
what they even
them.
taste like.
They almost taste like coffee, if I remember correctly. It's like that kind of like honey, like burnt sugar, like coffee kind of. I don't know. Like same with Honey Smacks. And I used to have like when I was in the mood for that, I really liked it. So I don't know. I'll give it. I'll put like C though, like C above Cookie Crisp. I think. I know you love Cookie Crisp, man, but you got to revisit it. I'm telling you, it's
All right. I'll let you put that in front of Cookie
because
Crisp.
we'll Cookie Crisp. We're gonna have an asterisk on that. Okay, Joseph, put a little asterisk on Cookie Crisp here because if we try it again and they've reformulated their formula and it's really back to its original, it'll move up. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm telling you, man. Like, yeah. Ugh. All right, next up, Golden Grams. Fire.
Yep. Yeah, super fire. It's one of my grandfather's preferred cereals. In terms of how fire, I don't know if I would put it in A.
Really?
I was thinking maybe B.
That's tough because I think I would rather have a bowl of Golden Grams than any of the list on B. Like if you were to, if you were to have a lineup of all these cereals, like Golden Grams and then all of B, I think I'd go for the Golden Grams. It's
really
maybe between the Golden Grams and the Apple Jacks.
Okay. Would you rather? Do you think? I'll trust you on this because I like them. Do you think it's more deserving to be behind Frosted Flakes or in front of Apple Jacks?
I'll say in front of Apple Jacks. I think that's fair because they are still kind of boring, I think, at the end of the day. But I mean, in defense of them, I think Frosted Flakes are kind of boring too. Like in the grand scheme of cereals, they're kind of boring. But that's fine. Oh man, but Golden Grams are so fucking good. Oh, hold on, no man, I don't know because even when they're soggy, they're good. Because they have those like ridges that like give it that texture.
I do remember the ridges. Yeah.
So it's like even when they're soggy, you still have a texture to them. Nope, no, I'm sorry. They got to go bottom of A. I think. All
right, I'll allow bottom of A.
If A gets too crowded near the end, we can argue. But all right, Gorilla Munch, pretty good.
I've never had this.
I've only had it once. It's like pretty good, but still, it's like C, like above Cheerios.
Above Cheerios, okay.
It's a baseline cereal. It's similar to Pops. You know, it's like.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Okay, Honey Bunches of Oats.
That's the A bit.
Yeah, I'm not seeing the variations on here, but if we're just gonna say
honey
all
roasted,
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, if we're just lumping all the variations into this one, like, and even just the honey roasted itself is the one that they're like. Yeah, it's got to be A. Above Cocoa Puffs.
That's literally where I just put it. I was trying to think. I'm like, I think Cinnamon Toast might edge it out just a little bit.
Fucking mind melding.
But dude, those clusters, those like honey nut clusters,
they stay crunchy. It saves it. And they're a company that when they put dried fruit in their cereal, it's actually really good.
Yeah. So, yeah, dude, if they had like the strawberry flavor or banana, man, we would definitely have an S competitor. But yeah, I think that's a solid place in A in front of Cocoa Puffs.
Sounds good.
All right, next up we have Honeycombs. This is a pretty good cereal.
It is.
This is a pretty good cereal.
I think The problem is that honeycombs has been perfected by Eggo. Because I feel like they're almost doing the same thing.
And this doesn't have like that cinnamon or the butteriness. Like it's only the honey flavor. And it's just when you've had the combination of the others, you're like, well, I want all of it.
We've
like
been spoiled.
It's a good component. It's a good component.
No,
but
it's
now
fine.
that I've had that,
we've been spoiled. Yeah, I like still B, top of B, maybe below the Cinnabon. I haven't had the Cinnabon, so I actually don't know. Where would you put it?
Here's the thing: the Cinnabon, you get the kind of frosting, icy, like sweet, sugary flavor. You get the cinnamon roll. I might put this in front of Oops All Berries, just because I do like that Cinnabon one.
Okay, in front of Oops All Berries, that works for me.
Yeah.
All right, let's pop that boy in front of Oops, and then Honey Nut Cheerios.
So I'll say they're better than regular Cheerios.
They're pretty good.
But it's still not my go-to for a cereal.
Yeah, it's one of those cereals that's like always at your grandparents' house or your parents' house. And when you have a bowl of it, you enjoy it. Again, slice up some fresh banana and strawberries into some Honey Nut Cheerios and you have a delicious breakfast. But again, it's just a base. So I mean, it's definitely better than regular Cheerios. Do you want to put it top of C? I think that's fair. I think like Honey Nut Cheerios defines top of C.
Yeah, I would say that is like as good of the C you can get. No, I think that is a very fair place to put it.
If this was my list, I might put it on B, but I don't think you would put it that high. So I think it's fair to think it's fair. I haven't had these.
Donettes.
Yeah, what the hell are these?
Either. So, like, you know, the donuts, the mini donut rolls.
I know what they are,
station?
but I'm saying, like, I didn't know they had a cereal. Like, what the fuck are these?
I've seen them in stores. I just haven't tried them.
They look kind of good.
They do look low-key fire.
It's a good idea. Okay, we have the Kashi GoLean cereal. It's crunchy as all hell. So if you really want a crunchy cereal, it's got your back, but it's super boring. It's just like
I've not had this, so I'm gonna trust you.
It's just like an oat cereal. Again, it's a base. So I mean, like bottom of C.
Bottom of C. Okay.
Yeah. Because it's not terrible. I like that crunch, but kind of boring. Okay, Kix was the one that I was alluding to. Sorry, I believe it was your turn to read, but I had to jump in because Kix.
I'm really excited.
These are the ones that do Pops better. They're the same idea, like the corn puff cereal, but there's something about Kix that are just fucking. Like, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it.
It pops.
They do. They pop. They kick. They got a kick to them. So I still think they're B, but maybe like above honeycombs if you're willing to.
I'll allow it.
Okay.
I'll give you that one.
I think some people will be mad at that because they are pretty boring. Like I think, but I have such a memory and nostalgia for Kix. They're good. So what do we have next?
Next we got Krave. I don't think I like this, but I feel like they had other than just chocolate flavors, and I just didn't like the bare nothing outside with a little something inside. But these ones are specifically the Krave chocolate. So
I actually don't know if they, maybe recently, but at least at first, I don't think they had a different flavor because I only ever saw commercials for chocolate. I could be wrong though.
I might be thinking of a different. Oh, I might be thinking of the Smores cereal because it had a similar shape, little pillowy thing. But okay, where would you put Krave then? Because otherwise, I wouldn't have tried it because this is a chocolate one.
I like these, but I also never go out of my way to ever get them again. So I guess I would land on like a C because if I really wanted more of them, I would buy them. So they must not be like a B level. So yeah,
right. Yeah. B is I will buy this at the store.
All right, so I'm willing to say like I think they're better than Honey Nut Cheerios though, because they do like if you like chocolate, they have a better flavor.
Oh, okay. Because you would put this at the top of C.
All right, next up we have Life cereal. Is this the original one, or is that
the first
cinnamon?
One is the cinnamon. Yeah, the red one's the cinnamon. fire.
It is.
So good.
It is, but how fire?
I was about to say, but how good now that we have this, because like there's no way it's better than Honey Bunches of Oats.
No. There's no way it's better than there's no way it's better than Golden Grams in my opinion. Like, yeah, they're really good, but like Frosted Flakes or Golden Grams, I don't think they're better than those.
Yeah, no. Okay, Apple Jacks. Would you rather have a bowl of Apple Jacks or a bowl of Cinnamon Life?
I'd rather have Apple Jacks.
Cinnamon.
Yeah,
same, right?
Because like you have
get
the apple.
2 flavors.
Yeah. Yeah. Even though actually I think it's been like disproved that there's even apple flavor in apple, but I refuse to believe it. There's something in there.
That's fine.
Okay, it's a lie. Okay. So should we put it above Cinnabon then? Below Apple Jacks?
Yeah, because it's solid. It's really solid. There's just a lot of really good cereals on this list.
All right. We're actually getting down pretty low here, so we can fire through some of these. All right, so Original Life.
Yep. This one is trash. There's no flavor to it. I would put this in F or D.
It's pretty bad. Like, I think Chex is the better version of Life. You know,
yes,
so
but I think the Cinnamon Life is better.
And just for the metaphor of putting life in F, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
And then I was like, LucioOhs.
Have you had these?
I have not.
I'm assuming they're based off the Overwatch character, right?
Yes, yeah.
I guess, yeah, we got to go Never Had because they might be great. I don't know. Okay, and then next up, classic Lucky Charms.
Okay, controversial take. The only reason why it's good is the marshmallows.
I don't think that's very controversial. What's your next controversial take, that Nazis are bad? Like, yeah, no shit, dude.
I wasn't gonna say it, but
no, I think I'm glad somebody finally did. No, you're 100%
but I don't think
right.
It's bad. Like, if my parents got me this, I was like, oh no, yeah, because it still does have the marshmallow, which is good, but
it's the perfect metaphor for life, though, isn't it? It's really like you sometimes got to get through the shit to have the sweetness, and it makes the sweetness better because, like we said before, if you were to have just a bowl of marshmallows and milk, that would be awful. That sounds terrible.
Yeah, but this like balance,
it makes
works.
It better.
So
is it B? It's at least B, right? I don't know.
It's definitely B. That's where I was like, I don't know if it reaches A.
Yeah, I can't quite. I don't think I can give it A either. As I've gotten older, I'll agree with that. So,
like, I would say I'd rather have a bowl of Apple Jacks than I think.
Agreed. Yeah, let's put it above. Oh man, I think they're better than Kix for sure.
Yeah.
Real quick, I just want to double check.
I'm actually good with right there, just in front of Kix.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's plenty of space. Okay, let's double check a night space on my computer. Right in front of Kix. Okay.
Nutter Butter is up next. Again, this one is heavy peanut butter.
Have you had it?
Actually, I don't think I've had this one.
This might be one of the best cereals that has come out in the last like 5 years. Hands down. It is so fucking good. Do you like Nutter Butter cookies?
No, I don't.
They taste exactly to a T like a Nutter Butter cookie.
Gotcha.
And I'm speechless when it comes to Nutter Butters. If I'm being completely honest, they're one of my favorite cookies. So I want to put it in S because I genuinely do think it is one of the best cereals recently. But I can understand how if you're not a peanut butter lover, it's. Is there another one on this list that you think you are going to put in S? Like, just scanning it real quick, because this will form my decision.
If there is, there's just one, but you would have to also think very highly of it. That's all I'll say, so that way we don't spoil it.
Okay. In that case, I'm putting this bad boy in S. There's going to be a lowest S, but there's going to be people out here who agree with me. I promise you. This is...
Okay.
It's so fucking good. It's unbelievable. Okay. So next we have Oreo O's. I remember being really disappointed by these.
I didn't like these, and because I love Oreos. You know me again.
Same.
For some reason, I actually really love Oreos. But even when I tried this, like these. Like it not just that. Like it just wasn't good.
No.
I don't know if part of that is because we like Oreos. There's a higher expectation of what we're expecting.
Maybe.
But this is. It wasn't even like, well, like, oh, if somebody has it, I'll have a bowl. Like, I would avoid a bowl of
yeah,
these.
exactly. That's why I'm thinking like D. Because they're not inedible, but they are really bad. Like, I would avoid them at all costs. So
I would say D or F.
I mean, the way I'm describing them, I guess it is F.
I thought you were leaning more F as well.
Yeah, I was gonna be nice, but yeah, above life. We'll say above life.
We'll give it that. You have at least a flavor. It's not a good flavor, but you have a flavor. Next up, we have Cocoa Pebbles. Another chocolate fan favorite, maybe? I don't know.
A bit, yeah. They actually do have a very good chocolate flavor,
okay.
but they do suffer from becoming very soggy immediately. So
The smaller ones will do that.
I mean, like I'll say C, like C above Cheerios.
All right. Yeah. No, I think that's fair with everything else.
Toss it above Gorilla Munch, actually.
Oof.
I'm sorry, Gorilla.
Wild.
Again, I just rustled his jimmies. That's actually I believe that's where that meme picture comes from. Is the cover of the Gorilla Munch box? He rustled my jimmies? Okay. All right. Next we have Fruity Pebbles.
This is my wife's favorite cereal.
These are good. They do hit.
These are really good.
And I believe I'm gonna sound like a hypocrite because I think they're just lemon cereal. I think these are actually the same exact thing as Froot Loops.
Froot Loops, but I think the size, the texture you get, I think it's better. I would be willing.
Who doesn't want to eat tiny little rocks? It's such a fucking fun idea.
Like Fruity Pebbles, I think that's genius. Is this A?
It might be A. Yeah. Like, but I would put them above Frosted Flakes, in my opinion. I think they were that good. Say
I would put them in front of Golden Grams, but I think I'd like Frosted Flakes more. But
they're just so fun. The texture is so fun. No other cereal can give you that texture. Like even Pop.
Right.
Wait, what happened? Well, hold on.
What?
Oh, they're coming up. Never mind. I thought we skipped one. All right. So, all right. So where do we land on? In front of Frosted?
Okay, if they're going in front of Frosted Flakes, are they better than Cocoa Puffs? Because I'll have to defer to you on that.
You know what? As a chocolate lover and a fruit lover, I guess I can speak for both parties. I think you would prefer Cocoa Puffs. If you liked both fruit and chocolate, you would prefer Cocoa Puffs, I think.
All right.
Some people will disagree with me, but I'm going to speak for all those people.
We should one day make a tier list. Joseph got this out. We make a tier list, but we purposely do it in alphabetical order. Like, it's not reflecting on how we actually feel. We're just alphabetizing.
We should do a whole series of those and see if people catch on. Like, we do one that's alphabetical. We do one that's, like, by color. Like by the color contrast.
Yeah, Roy G. Biv. Yeah.
Then we do another one that's like the opposite of how we feel. So it's like literally just flipped. So it like anything we're about to say, we just make ourselves say the opposite. Oh man, that'd be amazing.
I like
that. Okay.
Next up, we have Pop-Tarts. Seen it, haven't tried it.
Yeah, I actually genuinely didn't know these existed until right now. They sound good, but never had.
Yeah.
They're similar to the Krave. Those are probably maybe what you were thinking of. Not that you've had them, but maybe you saw that.
But something similar where, it's like something on the inside.
Yeah, I don't know.
Interesting.
All right, so next up we have Original Raisin Bran. It's good. It's good.
Hey, I'm not going to say it's the best.
No, because there's literally right next to it is something that's far better. So
I would put this...
like C, top of C?
I was actually about to say I think I would prefer this over Honey Nut Cheerios. I think I would put that at the top of C.
Yeah, and I think it's better than Crave too, in my opinion. So,
Yeah. No,
but
that's fair.
all right, Raisin Bran Crunch,
Mm.
S tier.
S tier.
S tier in my opinion. This is the like this for my entire life has been my favorite cereal. Like I will never not have a bowl of 2 scoops of raisins, bro. They with the crunch, they I don't know why they don't put whatever chemical they figured out and coated onto all this shit to keep it crunchy, but it's so fucking good, man. They should put it on all the other cereals. I don't know why they don't, but they should. So
Okay,
good.
so the question becomes where in S? Do you like this better than Nutter Butter and Peanut Butter Crunch?
I will admit, I feel like I'm bogarting S tier a little bit. I maybe you just don't have as strong of opinions about cereals. I don't know. Now I'm like I have like 4 S tiers on here, and you only have 2. But we agree on Eggo.
I was gonna say, yeah, Eggo. We're both like that is some
Yeah,
top tier cereal.
I'll
So
say okay. So where would you put this? I'll let that help influence where it should go on the S.
I mean, so that's where I was gonna say for me, would I have a bowl of peanut butter crunch over Raisin Bran Crunch?
Mm.
Man, that's actually a tough
That's a
one
very good question. Yeah, actually,
because
you're stumping me
I
a little bit
love
too.
Captain Crunch, and even though it's the peanut butter one, but the oh, holy shit,
Why did
Raisin Bran.
I matched your energy for some reason? I crossed
You
the arms.
did.
I don't know why I did that.
You're trying to get in my head. I'm you know what? I think I'm willing to give you Raisin Bran Crunch over Peanut Butter Crunch.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Uh,
Hell yeah. I love it. It's a real it's always been my favorite, man. I don't know what it is about that cereal, but
Next up, we have Reese's Puffs. I fucking hated these.
oh
And I
no.
love Reese's. I hated these.
I did love these as well. I wouldn't go as far as S or A, I don't think, but I did like love these as a kid. I haven't had them in a while, but Reese's Puffs are fucking and the commercials alone make them an S tier. But we won't talk about that. Reese's Puffs, peanut butter chocolate flavor.
DMCA'd.
Reese's. Sorry. All right. Well, then where would you put it?
See, it would have been in D tier. Like I didn't enjoy the flavor of this.
All right. Can we agree on
But
low C, the lowest
but
C?
that's where I was like, I don't think it deserves it because I think you're like as far away up on the positive side. So if you want to do like middle of C, I'll allow that.
Okay. Okay. I think. Listen, I'll put them above Cheerios. They're definitely better than Cheerios, like for sure. Right? Like
Yeah. Oh yeah.
regular
I would
Cheerios.
give that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna say
But
if
I
you
would
were
have Blueberry over that.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. No, okay, yeah, yeah. Agreed. Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. Sorry. All right, man, this list is getting fat.
Ooh, next up we got them Rice Krispies.
Gotta zoom out a little bit more. Hold on. All right. Okay, yeah, Rice Krispies. Ooh. So
Again, so it's a kind of just base plain cereal, but you do kind of get the crackling pop
it's
sensation.
fun. It's fun.
It's an
Yeah,
aesthetic.
it is. But they're way better as Rice Krispie treats.
Yes. Yeah.
Which they're not on this list. They actually have a cereal now that are clusters of marshmallow and Rice Krispies that are so much
That's
better.
kind of genius.
Yeah,
that
of
makes
course.
so much sense.
Yeah, no, dude, they're so much better.
So much fucking sugar.
Yeah, a lot, of course. But I mean, cereals already have fucking marshmallow in them anyway, so why not? Yeah, I don't know why those aren't on here. Those are far better, but they're kind of boring. Maybe like, what about C above GoLean?
Yeah, I'll give you that.
All right. All right, let's get through these last couple ones here because I don't know if I really have strong opinions about any of the ones coming up, but we'll see.
Yeah,
Maybe
there's
you
only
will.
one for me.
Okay,
So we got Cocoa Krispies.
Cocoa Krispies. Again, even for the chocolate flavor, they're kind of bland.
You thinking bottom of C?
I'm thinking, yeah, like literally right next to the Cocoa Krispies, but like maybe one above because they have a little more flavor for people who like chocolate.
Wait, next to the what? The Cocoa Krispies?
Oh, I'm sorry, next to the Rice Krispies.
Oh yeah. Okay,
Um,
so I'll put it to the right of the Rice Krispies, so it's right behind it. Or
no,
do you think it deserves
I
to go
think
in
they're
front?
better. But yeah, just
Better.
because they have
Okay,
slightly
gotcha.
better flavor. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, what do we got next?
We got s'mores. These were okay.
I actually don't remember these, so I might have to defer to you. The logo looks familiar, but I can't remember the flavor.
You do get little graham pieces, you get marshmallow, and then you get chocolate. Because there was a 2-to-3 ratio of things that weren't chocolate, I tried it. And it was like I would end up eating around the chocolate. So I wouldn't eat the chocolate, but I liked the marshmallow, but it's literally just marshmallow and graham crackers pretty much.
Yeah.
I would put that in front of. No, I would probably put that behind Cookie Crisp.
Okay. All right, that's
Just
fair.
because, like, I would still eat all the Cookie Crisp. This, I wouldn't eat all of the cereal.
Okay. Oh, it's fair. I see what you're saying. I haven't had the Sour Patch Kids cereal, and it doesn't look very
Neither
good.
have I. It does. I can't imagine that tastes good.
Like malic acid and milk. No, I'm good.
No.
So we have original Special K. Again, kind of boring. Like,
yeah.
uh,
Like cornflakes. Is it cornflakes boring or is it life boring? Because those are two different.
I think it's top of D boring.
Top of D. Okay.
Like better than cornflakes because they're basically the same thing. All right, but the fruit version of Special K is pretty good. Their dried fruit that they put in their cereal, it is pretty good. So that does boost it up to like a C for the next one, in my opinion.
Okay.
So I will defer to you where you want to put it on C because
This is a yogurt one.
Oh, is that a yogurt? Oh, this is the yogurt one. Actually, I don't know about this one. I was thinking of the dried fruit.
I think I had it, but I think it's still good.
Like bottom of C,
I
above Rice
think
Krispies.
I would put this in front of Cookie Crisp.
Cookie. Okay. That's fair.
Because if it has the yogurt and fruit clusters that I remember, yeah,
yeah, the little white like yogurt clusters, right?
Yup.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? These are good. Yep. I do remember that.
Actually put that in front of Golden Crisp.
All right. I'll in front of cinnamon Chex even.
Honestly, I'd put this in front of Reese's Puffs.
Okay, let's not go that far. But in
right.
front of Cheerios. In front of Cheerios.
All right, I'll put it in front of Cheerios. Okay, because it has something else to it.
All right, so
You're like, all right, slow down.
So hold on there, Buckaroo. All right, so finally we have in the last four here, we got regular mini wheats. These are bad, man. These aren't even frosted. Like they're pretty bad. Like,
yeah, are we talking F or D?
I don't think they're F bad because there's something about the twigginess of that wheat.
You enjoy.
Yeah, the texture is actually kind of nice. So I'll still say like top of D.
Top of D? All right, I'll give you that.
Yeah, top of D. All right, next up, what do we got?
We have not only Trix, the fruity shapes Trix. This is S tier.
Oh, you're right.
This is my sleeper S tier.
Wow, I'll allow it. I actually don't like Trix that much.
Really?
I'll be honest.
I'll put it at the bottom of the S tier then if you don't like it.
You know, you've been pretty generous with mine, so I'll put it above Nutter Butter. I'll allow that.
Okay.
I'll allow that. Nutter Butter's a new boy in the game. Trix has been around for a while, so respect, you know.
Yeah, again, if it was like the new version where it's just round balls, no. But this has little fruity pieces. I fucking love that aesthetic. So yeah. That was like the one I've been waiting for.
I do love that theory that they became the balls because we grew up and we can no longer see them. And the children still see them as fruit shapes.
But then once we start having kids, they switch it back. That would be perfect.
That would fuck me up. Okay. So next up here. Oh, actually, I just wanted to make a quick side note. Sorry. The Trix yogurt. That shit's fire. Do you remember growing up with that?
That's like SSS tier.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even know if they make that anymore.
one taste one side, one taste the other side, one taste both sides even, and then you mix the rest. And
Yeah.
that is
Oh no, my ADHD, I had to do one side each every time. And then for the last couple bites, maybe I would mix it. But yeah, it's not important. Not gonna dissect my autism. So next up we have Waffle Crisps. I
I don't
kind
think
of
I've had
remember
this.
having these growing up.
Yeah, I'll defer to you on this one then. I don't remember these at all.
I'm gonna toss them right next to Cheerios, like right behind Cheerios.
Cheerios? Okay.
Because
The
I don't-
regular Cheerios?
Yeah, because I don't remember them enough to have a strong opinion, but they were pretty good. So, all right, last but not least, we have Wheaties. I mean, this
I
is like
actually don't think
F
I've
for
ever
me.
had Wheaties.
They're pretty
but
bad, dude.
I'm good with F. I'm
Yeah.
definitely where an F.
Bottom F, fuck it. Let's just
Bottom?
yup. Ooh. They suck, man. They're just meant to sell fucking Olympic medals. No, I don't. They're just trying to sell Olympic medals. All right. So before we finalize, put our stamp on this list, are there any that were not on here that you can think of offhand? Because I have one, and I get why it's not on here. It's not. I don't think it's national. It's hard to find.
What was it?
O's. It's OH apostrophe
Oh.
S.
I think I've seen that before. I don't know if it's when I was living with you.
So Joseph, put in an honorary S tier for me up here. O's are so fucking good. They're the way that Honey Bunches of Oats tastes. They put that into a Cheerio flavor, and then every Cheerio in the center of the circle is filled with an oat. So it's got the crunch. Like they're geniuses, man. They're so good.
Interesting.
What about you? Any on here you don't recognize, or that aren't on here, I should say?
Honestly, I was surprised they had the sprinkled donut crunch. Wasn't sure if they were gonna have the French toast crunch. The only ones I could think of would be like the Honey Bunches of Oats with the strawberry bananas. Those are also honorary S tiers.
Oh, okay. Not necessarily S tier for me. The Cheerios that have the sliced strawberries, the dried strawberries.
Oh yeah.
Growing up, those were real good. I'd put those in like B or high C for sure. But all right, yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have the objective cereal tier list.
So whenever you go to the store now, you guys can control the prices of cereal for all you companies. These are the best cereals, so you're allowed to charge more because we will pay. And if you're down here towards the bottom of the list, you need to figure your shit out because it is not looking good.
We can assume that Eggo sales will like skyrocket in the next week after this video comes out.
Stock's gonna go through the roofs.
I think Chex, Chips Ahoy, Cracklin Oat Bran, Donettes, LucioOh's, Pop Tarts, Sour Patch, they'll probably just disappear. We've never had them, so they don't matter. They'll just
they might not actually exist.
No, I think Oero O's are going to get sued. I don't think Oreo knows they've been doing this the whole time. I think our
Somebody's
videos
just been experimenting using their name, and
I think our video will reveal that catastrophe. So
elite level journalism.
And then we will be sued by the Olympic board because we put Wheaties in the bottom F, but they're bad. So it's fine. Guys, let us know what you think. What would you do? How would you change our list? What did we get wrong? Even though, I mean, nothing. We already know nothing. But if you had to pretend like you were some kind of alien species that didn't understand cereal, what did we get wrong? You know, let us know. Your microphone cut out right when you said imagination, and it like it. Oh yeah, you can't hear anything anymore. And that concludes the tier list section of our episode. Remember, if you want to yell at us for how stupid our decisions are, you can join our Discord, our subreddit, as well as our Patreon. Hey, you could pay us to yell at us. We'll definitely listen if you do that. That's for sure. Hell, we'll change something on this list. If you become a patron and demand a change on this list, you can change this list. We are that flexible and desperate. Mitchell, you said you had something you wanted me to watch before we got to the questions portion?
Lost his mind. I need you to watch this clip of his new cologne. or not his, but the company he's partnered with. I think it's Burberry. I just sent you the link in the
Discord.
Bird.
All right, give me 1 sec here.
What is the essence of a hero?
It's him running on the beach
Jesus.
with the lightsaber.
That is amazing. Just for my own sanity. You know that's fake, right?
Yeah, no, I know
Okay.
it's fake. I was watching a streamer rank cologne commercials, and somebody said, "Oh, look up the Burberry one." So I didn't see like him pulling it up. I just saw the start of it, and it was pretty obvious once I saw his hand on the lightsaber. But at first, I'm like, "What the hell is happening?"
I thought maybe this was like an SNL sketch and he redid it, but like as a Jedi.
Right? Like,
I was like, oh, okay, that would make sense. But then halfway through, I was like, wait, no, this is just the commercial. And then I realized I was like, is this an AI voice? And like, yeah. Jesus Christ.
That absolutely got me. I had to have you see that. But
AI's gone too far.
Reaction recorded.
Adam, come on the podcast. We could talk about that. Your creative choices being a Jedi
Do
horse.
a deep dive.
Yeah, pick apart your brain. All right, we have a few questions from the Discord here before we wrap up our episode. So let me bring those up.
Rap.
Brap.
I don't know what's going on with me.
You sounded like an anime villain. Our first question here from Gerbils is, what is a game, show, and or movie where upon your first experience you didn't really like it, but then the more you delved into the world, it became one of your favorite games and or movies, etc.? I have one I know immediately if you need a second to think.
Yeah, give me a second.
Okay. Funny enough, for you, I immediately thought of Willy's Wonderland because for some reason, diving into that lore made you love that movie.
I will say this: I've never I've never dove into the lore for something like that as much as I did, and get like I was reading the comics. I read all of the comics.
That's so insane. I love that this podcast informed that part of your life.
What's yours?
But for me, there's a game called Control that when I first played it, I actually tried playing it like 2 or 3 times and I just couldn't connect with it. I just was like, the gameplay's fun, but it's not engaging enough where I was like, okay, I want to keep coming back to it. But I played Alan Wake 2, which is made by the same company. And in Alan Wake 2, they hint at things that were in Control. Like there's the same company that works there and the same like Federal Bureau and all these things, and characters overlap. And when that happened, I went, oh, fuck. Like, because I really liked Alan Wake 2. I was like, man, I want to know more about this story. So then I started playing Control again recently, and now I'm hooked. Like, I love it. And the lore and everything I know about it now has helped me understand this gameplay behind it and like why it's so weird, and now I appreciate it, and I'm like, oh, I actually like get. So I almost had like a complete 180 on this game where for me that's like the only example I can think of right now, top of my head. What about you?
Top of my head, Willy's Wonderland. And but the thing is, like, it didn't become like one of my favorites. I just found the lore behind it very fascinating.
Yeah. What about a game or a movie or a show or something that didn't necessarily, maybe not the lore, but just like as you spent time with it or away from it, you liked it more?
Okay, here's a show that I ended up like enjoying by the end of it. And it was one of those, and for anybody who isn't married, when you're married, just know your significant other is going to watch a show and you'll be like, this is stupid. And then because you're constantly watching it around you, you're going to pick up on plot points.
Yeah.
And then you're going to start making comments. And then you're going to start watching it. So for me, it was True Blood.
Oh, okay. But that's a pretty good show. It's cheesy and there's way too much sex, but like, it's a pretty good show. That's fair.
Yeah. So I started off by not liking it. But it was also because I hated the whole, we're vampires, we're sparkly, I don't know. I like the blade
are you
vampires.
thinking
I like when vampires were
They
scary.
didn't- well, I think the show tried to make them. I think wasn't
No,
the whole
that's what I'm
point of
saying
the
is
show
that
that they
I
were the
liked-
opposite? Oh, okay.
I liked that way that True Blood did it. I was equating that before I had started watching it to
You
being
thought
at Twilight.
I gotcha. Yeah, because it does come off that way with its fandom, and it's like the way. Yeah, I could see that. And there are in the later seasons like spoilers. I don't know how much you've watched, but there's like fairies.
Oh, we've finished the whole
Oh,
thing.
okay.
Well, that's actually one of the things I liked is it kept getting crazier and
Yeah.
crazier, and I was like, "This is a goddamn anime."
Yeah, because if
And I
there's
also love how-
vampires, fucking why not?
Yeah, there was a whole bunch of things. There's shapeshifters, but I also love that it just happened in this small town. That all this shit happened in this small town in the middle of nowhere.
There's got to be one for me. I feel like this has happened more often than not with TV shows.
Higashi Kashi.
Right, yeah. No, that's the opposite, sadly. As it kept going on, I was like, man, come on.
You're like, damn, you lost your spark.
Hmm. You know, I haven't fully dived into it, but the more I learn about Star Trek, the more I get interested in actually watching it. I like
the original version or
yeah,
the newer
not the
ones?
movies,
Okay.
not like the newer series and stuff. The original like Next Generation and things like that, whatever they were called. Because yeah, I like the idea of they had like a very positive view of the future, and like there was like a strong moral code amongst the universes, and like people were equal, and like it was a very progressive show. But it also dealt with like philosophy, and because I always envisioned it as just the alternate Star Wars. So it's like, oh, there's Star Wars and there's Star Trek, so it's a pick one, but they're nothing like each other at all. Like Star Trek is way more like heady, and like they barely fight, and there's barely fight scenes. It's just mostly like, how do we solve this through logic and reason? And like now that the more I've learned about that, I'm like, I like that, and it's very politically driven, but it's all fake politics because it's based in space, so
space politics.
Yeah, so obviously things tie into real life, but I don't know. I haven't actually watched that show more than a few episodes, but the more I've learned about it, the more I want to watch it. So
That's
I
fair.
guess that's an example for me. I don't know any more. Yeah, good question.
I would say that that's all I can think about right now.
Oh, Gerbils did say I should say Southland Tales, which
Stop it.
yeah, that's fair. All right, we got one more question. We can kind of get through this one pretty quick since we've been here for a while with you guys today.
Hey.
Sidian asked, which horror movie monster... Oh, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. Sidian asked, which horror movie has the most perfect monster? Which I think is interesting because it raises the question, like, do they... Like, I think that's the purpose of this question. I don't think he was trying to...
Yeah.
It's like, does he mean a human? Like Hannibal Lecter? Like a monster, or...
Yeah.
Or is he talking like literally fucking, Megan from Megan, who's like a robot monster? Mathregan.
Yeah, because again, I start going like, okay, horror, demon, monster, but I almost feel like something about humans being the monster in things is just a more beautiful irony that they were really most dangerous is us. It's not these things that we make up in our head. It's the fact that a human does what humans do.
Yeah, there's like two answers, I feel like, right? Because like there's the part of me that says like if I'm picking the coolest perfect monster, like horror movie monster, I think Alien, like the xenomorph from Alien, like pretty fucking awesome. Like the design, the movement, it's like a perfect monster.
Because the one that I love is Predator, but that's not a horror movie. Predator is a
No,
lot
it's
more
not.
like
You're right.
action. Like
Yeah.
I would consider Alien horror movies,
Yeah.
but I would consider Predator action movies.
Agreed. It's funny how they crossed over in those terrible movies that I loved as kids. I did.
I loved Alien vs Predator.
We should revisit that movie soon because
Didn't they do a second one? We could probably do like the series.
yeah, Requiem. I think it was AVP Requiem. I remember the name.
Because I don't think I saw Requiem.
Yeah, I just reminded
For a
myself
dream.
I have to suggest you a movie later tonight. Shit. Okay. Anyway. No. Okay. Yeah. So if like Monster. Yeah. Xenomorph or like Freddy Krueger is a pretty sick monster when it comes to the design and the idea. Like only
His
getting you in your
ability-
dream.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Frankenstein. I feel like there's like a philosophical answer of Frankenstein.
I like that. Because it's like it's literally a person playing God. And then that creation having to like, yeah, that's because the whole point of Frankenstein's monster is that he's not even really evil. People just forced him to be evil because they were like, you're a fucking freak, and like burnt down his fucking house. So that's pretty good. That's a good answer. I'd say Frankenstein's monsters up. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. That's like
that's a pretty good one.
Like just as a metaphor for like the battle of human condition. Like sometimes we fight our own inner beasts and whatnot. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. As far as like written perfectly, I would say like Hannibal Lecter from Silence of the Lambs. Like he's written perfect as a monster because he's fucking terrifying and awful.
Would you consider Jigsaw a monster?
Yeah, 100%. As I've gotten older, I am totally past the idea that he's in any way good. Like I have no, like the whole idea of like I only do it to people who deserve it. No, I'm totally done with that. I'm like, no, dude, you torture people. Like and half the time they can't even get out anyway if they wanted to. And then as the movies go on, it's like, oh well, I hired people to do it, and they actually didn't listen to me and made sure that these puzzles weren't possible to get out of. And it's like, okay, well then you know what? I have no more. I'm like, no, I just think it's funny that growing up, I did used to think like, man, you know what? He's got a point.
He's cleaning out the scum.
Yeah, it's like a Batman type of thing, but I'm like, I don't know. Is Batman the perfect monster?
I mean, his whole thing is fear.
That's true. At least at the beginning, before
he's a monster to, and who are they being a monster to?
All right. Again, thank you guys for leaving your questions. If you want to ask us, make sure to join the Discord, as I've told you to do about 4 or 5 times in this hour-and-a-half episode we've had.
You better do it.
All right, you want to leave the... Oh, you're threatening them. All right, cool. I was going to say, keep going.
I was going to say, you guys need to understand there are consequences to your inactions.
Dire consequences.
Thank you.
Good night. Bye, everyone.
Bye.